Welcome to Pod Watcher, the official podcast of Watcher Entertainment. I'm Ryan Bergara.
I'm Shane Madej.
And I'm Stephen Lim.
This is a show where we chat about whatever's on our minds every week. This week we dive into hallucinations,
Pencils,
and Valorant.
And then also later we're going to be playing a little game.
One of Matt Rial's twisted little games.
We're going to play a game.
I like it.
But until then.
All my Valorant fans out there, rise up.
What was the one I was confusing Valorant with the other day?
Apex Legends.
Yeah,
That's the Andrew Ilnicki game. He plays that. He loves
Andrew
that
plays
game.
video games?
Yeah.
Dude, he does. He's a
Big
game.
gamer.
He's a real big gamer.
I don't know why I can't even imagine that.
He likes to play like AoE, like those kinds of games.
I think I
like,
got him on Inscription recently. Did I get him on that? Man, Inscription's so good.
What the
I
hell
don't
is
even know
that?
anything about Inscription. Who would have thought that you're the before we found out about survival mode, like that you're the real gamer here. You would think that it's like Ryan or me.
Well, but I don't play a lot of like multiplayer games.
Right.
You know, I play. Well, we can talk about it when we talk about Valorant.
I can't believe Andrew plays video games. I imagine it's hard for me to imagine what Andrew does at home. I imagine him being kind of like just staring at a dot on a wall.
We're talking about Andrew Ilnicki.
Mari and I are rewatching True Detective season 1. Well, I'm rewatching it. She had never seen it.
Yeah.
Because we want to watch the new season of True Detective.
Right.
This is not sponsored by True Detective.
Though True Detective is a lot of fun.
The first season.
I think the new season's
I haven't checked out the new
success.
season. Anyways,
it's not because they sent me a North Face jacket with the logo on it, but it is awful comfortable.
What does it say?
And the show is great.
Does it say time is a flat circle on it or something?
No, that'd be good though.
Speaking of a flat circle, the reason why I was thinking about that is because there's a scene in the first season of True Detective where they go to Rust Cole's house for the first time. He's a weirdo.
That's what you imagine Andrew Ilnicki's house.
And Rust Cole is literally staring at a dot on the wall, but he's doing that in preparation for being undercover as like a biker gang guy, like a drug addict. I imagine AI doing that, going home and just
that's not him at all.
Dot.
You don't know him at all, man.
I don't know him at all.
You know what? I feel like he's a big reader.
Yeah,
probably watches a lot of movies. He's a real culture vulture.
He really is.
Yeah.
I feel like he is the most normal dude. Like
he's a pretty normal guy.
Yeah,
he's a real.
You're actually the weird one. Like I don't know what you do at home.
I mean, you don't want to know.
Okay, listeners, I want you to do something real quick. Ryan and Stephen, I'd like you to do this as well. Head to Google and search your name and email. Tell me what you see. They're doing it. They're searching.
Oof.
No? Is it bad? Is it no good?
Not my favorite.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's really bad stuff.
Stephen got engaged? Why is that on here?
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Well, as you can tell, it's a lot more than you'd like. Maybe it's just me, but I think it's so icky just feeling like my info could be out there for the wrong people to get a hold of. Data brokers sell your information to scammers, spammers, and anyone else who may want to target you. Your full name, email, home address, health records, your relatives. It's all out there.
Well, Shane, what are we going to do about this?
That's a great question, Stephen. Well, that's why I've been using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests for me. Cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it protects me from hackers who could use that information to help them access my social media accounts, bank accounts, and other very sensitive information. Aura also does so much more to protect me and my family from online threats that I can't even see. It's really easy to set up, so I don't have to download several different apps to get things like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft insurance, and more. I get everything at one affordable price.
This is actually pretty easy.
That's exactly what I just said.
Do you have a family?
I have a very big family. Many, many children that I'm not public about it, but Aura is always on, doing the hard work of keeping me safe so I can focus on other tasks with peace of mind, like raising my children. Mm-hmm. I value my privacy and I value yours. You can go to aura.com/watcher to start your 2-week free trial, also linked below in the description. Stop data brokers from exposing your personal information. Go to our sponsor, aura.com/watcher, to get a 14-day free trial and see how much of your information is being sold. Thank you, Aura, for offering this service and sponsoring our show.
That does have Stephen Lim energy now that I think about it. I beat Stephen Lim one time in Smash Bros.
Yes.
And he was so infuriated that he went home, and I think you practiced for at least 2 weeks?
No,
straight?
it was like less than a week. I came back the next week and I destroyed his...
Yeah, because he didn't
even get a stock off of me.
You revealed that you had gone home and trained for hours on hours for a week straight.
I was doing some real training. I have video. I don't know if I have the videos anymore, but I have videos
of you training.
Yeah, like I mean, in games that are very technical, you have
you
like
study the footage.
I was like training like it used to be called wave dashing in Melee, but like just going back and forth like really fast, stuff like that, recovering from damage.
Cool.
Whatever. Yeah. I don't know.
That sounded so condescending. But I did mean that. That is neat. I like the games have like their little nuances like that.
Have you played Smash Bros before, Shane?
I'm so bad at Smash Bros. And I think if I liked it more, I would probably play it more and get better at it. But it's just I've never liked like side scrolly. I played like Mortal Kombat 2 back in the day, but
you don't like competition though.
I like Fortnite.
That's why I'm surprised you like Fortnite.
Well, I think because it's more of a team thing. The competition element is like non-existent to me because it's faceless ghosts who I'll never meet.
That's not true. You talk about your VRs all the time.
Yeah. But it's like, it feels good to win and it doesn't feel bad to lose.
Wait. We should say this for the Valorant. Actually, I realized that there's some things to talk about there.
Well, let's just go start with Valorant.
Let's start with Valorant. I got nothing really specific to say about Valorant. So
I'm going to look up gameplay of it right now.
Okay.
Just to see
Take a look at it.
What we're dealing with here, because I think I've seen gameplay of Apex.
It's a very, and I say this lovingly because I love Valorant. It's a very grindy game. To get good at it, you really have to spend the time and just grind and get better. I think if I wasn't a CEO of a digital conglomerate like Watch for Entertainment,
we're not a conglomerate.
Oh yeah, we are. And you conglomerized myself, Brian and Shane, into this conglomerate.
This is a company.
Then I probably I would want to be a Valorant streamer.
Huh.
I would love to stream video games. And not just Valorant. Yeah, like
don't you have to be good?
Other things. Oh, you haven't seen me play.
You're not like that.
This game looks cool.
I'm above average.
I'm
not like, well, the thing is I don't have the time to like grind to become Radiant because I have a job.
Radiant
is the highest rank you can get.
Oh,
man, I would love to be a pro player. I have considered streaming like in my free time and playing Valorant. I don't know if it's a good idea or not.
Yeah, I'm watching gameplay of Valorant right now.
Okay.
Tell me about it. You appear to be in some sort of urban setting, like
there's different maps.
You're like the streets of
one of them is based on like
a city,
Los Angeles.
Okay, the one I'm looking at now looks more like
that one's called Haven.
That's Haven.
It's Haven. So the idea is very simple. It is a 5 versus 5 first-person shooter game where the objective is to plant a bomb into their bomb site and make it go off before they defuse it.
That's messed up, man.
And then you go in reverse and then you defend your bomb site. Very simple,
That's
very
crazy.
easy, super fun.
That's crazy.
And it's I feel like it was the game of the pandemic, at least the shooter of the pandemic.
I thought I was sleeping on Fortnite for a long time, but I only learned recently that they didn't introduce zero build until 2022. So I'm less torn up over it because for a while I had this idea in my head that I could have been playing Battle Royale for the whole pandemic, which would have been a balm on my soul.
Well, if you did that, Puppet History never would have come out.
That's true. That's a good point.
Wait, so it's pretty new. So you don't like the spring of 2022. You don't like the build version though.
No, I hate it. Hate it so much.
Gotcha. Didn't Ninja get big on Fortnite? Was that?
Yeah, I think he's a Fortnite boy.
Okay.
No idea.
You got to hop in there with me. Matt and I have played a bunch.
I'm down to play, but now I'm kind of waiting to just do it on survival mode.
Yeah, same.
At this point.
We're going to do that next season, I think.
Or maybe I should get like to a requisite level of decent.
No.
Yeah.
So that when we do play survival mode, we actually have a chance.
Maybe a little bit.
Because then again, I play Call of Duty. How transferable are the skills from Call of Duty to Fortnite, Matt?
Circle movement is the same.
Yeah.
What is circle
gameplay
movement?
though?
When you're playing BR or battle royales, knowing how to move around a circle and where people are positioning.
Circles are important.
There's a circle and
Gameplay is
outside of it
very
is
different.
gas. And it
That's right.
kills
But
you.
like you can still kill people. Like
you
crosshair
can kill
placement,
people.
that kind of thing is all transferable, right? Like movement abilities.
Yeah, I mean, if you're good at FPSs, you'll be good at Fortnite.
Yeah, because like the one of the best Apex players, he just like started playing Valorant and like is like the best. Like he's like one of the best Valorant players because
Interesting.
yeah.
You know what? If we play before survival mode, I'll record the games so that if anything momentous happens, we can be like, Ryan's put in some hours.
That's right. I
Look at
trained
this great kill he got.
I trained Stephen Lem levels.
Have you considered streaming Fortnite?
We have often, yeah. Well, I mean, we
Yeah.
haven't streamed, but we've considered it just for fun. It's a lot to set up.
I spend like maybe 5, 10, sometimes more hours a week playing the games. Like I could just like
I would just do it for passion, you know?
yeah. But then you could also make money on it and
When I was playing Call of Duty, we would play I play every now and then, like maybe like once a month or two now. But when I was playing like once a week, my friends often asked me why I don't stream. And I was saying the last thing I want to do in my free time
Monetize your joy.
is that, but also spend more time filming at home. Let's take a break from filming to go film.
and film more.
Yeah.
But it's a different.
Also,
it's a
I'm not
different thing.
very good at
I'd also, it would not be good gameplay.
No,
No.
but that's not why they're watching. They're not watching to get better. They're watching because they are
they'd
entertained by
be
you.
clowning me in the comments.
Well,
Yeah,
they
wow,
probably
they'd be
want me to
clowning
make
me.
like,
They
They be teaching you.
to jokes and stuff. And I'm not good at video games, so I really have to concentrate to play well or to play at all. So like so much of my mind space is occupied.
Yeah, it's funny watching the episodes of Survival Mode and just seeing there's so many times when both of us are just like staring intently at the
just
screen.
the most furrowed brow, just very, very intently staring. I think even there's the finale of Survival Mode this season. Shane even makes a comment like saying like, I know most streamers are cracking jokes while they're playing, but we're just focusing on playing right now. So
And
deal with it.
That line happens right before.
The craziest thing happened. You guys really are in for a treat that last
God, I
episode.
can't get enough of that. Well, I'll have to try some Valorant.
Maybe we could do a 5v5 and get some, like maybe we'll get 2 other streamers involved. I do want to be a Valorant content creator. It would be dope if I had the time.
He's just putting it out there. And
Yeah. Riot, can you invite me to your Valorant events? I am so jealous of like when they have like all the streamers on
Who?
there.
Well, I'll say the
Who's
same
Riot?
to Epic.
Riot.
Epic,
Riot owns and they created
Riot.
Valorant.
Epic, send me V-Bucks.
Riot, send me. Oh, I actually got
What-
V-Bucks from Riot. So
How does
thank you.
in Valorant? Can you get little skins and stuff?
Oh, skins, gun buddies,
Gun buddies?
banners. Oh man,
The
yeah.
fuck is a gun buddy?
A gun buddy is
Is
a
that
little,
somebody
a
that
little,
handles
a little
your gun?
token on your gun.
Oh, like a charm.
That's
A
cute.
charm, yeah.
It's real cute.
Cool.
But you don't have. There's no like
It's like when you
body
put,
skins. They're only gun skins.
You can't be Jack Skellington doing the
Absolutely
gritty.
not. Absolutely not.
it's like when you put stickers on your hydro flask, except it's a gun.
Yeah.
If I had a gun, I'd
Exactly,
put a bunch of
exactly.
stickers on it.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't have any guns though.
no.
Just
Yeah.
these.
Hmm.
Well,
And as for the listeners, I flexed and everybody,
and the seams on his sweatshirt.
my shirt just
started-
ripped off.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Also, shout out to my favorite players out there:
Ooh,
Tens, Jing.
can't imagine watching Fortnite.
Oh,
like a
it's so much
stream
fun.
For fun.
I love watching streams. I do that more than playing. 'Cause
Though I-
to get in the game mode of playing, you have to be like energized and alert and like ready, right? No?
I'm never ready.
Oh, okay.
When I play Fortnite, I am never ready.
That's true. Neither am I. I'm not ready. Well, I'm never ready. Not like
My-
that. Like literally never ready.
My record reflects that.
So does my KDR, which is kill death ratio.
Yeah,
It's not
well,
good.
because your KD. I'm guessing your KDR is 0-0
no, guess actually
because you tell
take
me
a
that you
legitimate
sit
guess
in a
at my
corner
KDR.
with
I
like
gotta
a
tell you what
with
it
like
is.
a little
Don't you-
shotgun.
Don't you hide in bushes and
You're a little
stuff?
hider.
I don't
A little
hide.
camper.
I don't
You
hide.
hide in little.
I
No, you
move
are.
strategically through buildings. I don't stay in one spot.
Do you go into rooms and close the doors behind you?
No, here's what I'll do. I will schedule my movements around other
Little
people.
schedule.
I will make my movements based on the movement of other players. So if I'm like moving in the shadows and I see
You know what
somebody
they
go
call
into a
that,
building,
right?
I will sneak around that building and
What
then
is
I'll
it
go.
called?
It's called a rat. You're a rat.
No.
man.
See, a rat would just sit in a room with their gun at the door.
No,
what
no,
I
no,
do
no,
is if I see somebody's in a house, I will go around and position myself.
That's what a rat does.
I will go around and position myself so that when they walk out of that house, I could kill them so I have an advantage. and then I'll move on, and then I'll do that. I'll position myself in ways so that I know someone's going to come to me. But I don't stay in any place for more than a minute or two. Because
do you know?
Because that's how you die.
This past week, I just started capturing all my games.
Yeah. What does that mean?
So that's where you record while you're playing.
Oh, capture. I thought you meant like you were like
just in case something really good happens.
Screen capturing,
right?
Video play. Yeah. Recording.
A lot of useless footage there, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we cut together a highlight reel?
Highlight reel. His highlight reel looks like Adam Scott's fucking claymation video. It's 5 seconds long.
Dan. It only happened because a couple weeks ago there was a game that was so momentous that I was like, "This was incredible."
Yeah.
There was no way we were going to win, and it was just this. It was just me and Sarah at the end, and it was stunning.
How did you pull off the W? Like what was the walk us through?
Okay. So I'm up on a mountain.
Okay.
The circle's closing. I'm up on a mountain
with
Sarah and my friend Brian.
Okay.
We thought we were in a good spot. Then there were a couple other mountain peaks near us. Each one sort of has a small team of people on it, and they're all sniping at each other.
Do you see the glint of the sniper scope?
You do see the glint.
Nice.
So one of us gets shot. We resurrect. The circle's closing. We're like, this is crazy. We got to get off this mountain. We hit the jump pad. I think Sarah or Brian did. It wasn't me.
That's what I was looking for.
We hit the jump pad. We're kind of scrambling because we're like, where do we land? Where do we land? We're approaching one mountain peak, which we should have known was the one that had a bunch of snipers on it, but we got turned around during the jump. And as we're flying toward it, we're like, oh, fuck, we can't land there. There's a bunch of people there.
Yeah.
But we're midair and we just like we separate.
Yeah.
And we have no plan.
Yeah.
We all get stranded separately. We're each sort of in no man's land.
Yeah.
While other teams are still kind of fighting each other, but we're each sort of running into people and fighting them. Brian gets killed.
Yeah.
Now it's me and Sarah. I think there's a part in the video where I see someone approaching Sarah and I'm like, I'm coming, I'm going to help you. And I start shooting them and I just see her annihilate them with a shotgun. And I was like, beautiful.
A boomstick.
Yeah. Sarah rendezvous with me at this point because I've gone back and watched it from the enemy's perspectives.
Yeah.
They're dealing with other people. They were preoccupied. The final circle of the match is getting real tight is this sewer. There's an underground that we know about because we always land there. And I'm like, we got to go to the sewer. Let's just go to the sewer and hide there. We go to the sewer. We drop our medallion because that shows where you are on the map to try and like lure them there. We get into the sewer. We're waiting for like a minute.
Yeah.
And then we hear the last team. We hear a car pull up above us.
Yeah.
And we're just like, they're going to fucking kill us. There's 3 of them left. There's only 2 of us. We hear them enter the sewer. And they pop up from the ground from the sewer grate, and we just one by one annihilate them. Sarah gets killed like at the very end, but she got enough shots on the last guy.
Yeah, to tenderize.
And then it's just me and the last guy shooting each other. It's and then he died.
I gotta see this game.
It was really the most thrilling moment of my entire life.
No, final circle moments are always amazing.
Oh.
You won, so you won this battle royale.
Yeah.
How often are you winning these because like it's a billion teams?
No, it's not that many.
No, it's 25 teams.
We actually win pretty frequently too, but we use strategy.
That he did use strategy.
We do too.
That's what I'm saying. The strategy that you use the strategy. I only fire my gun if I have to.
It's very funny because if you told me like 2 years ago that I would be talking this passionately about Fortnite, I would think it was fully insane. But I encourage everyone out there to play Fortnite. I think it's the most fun you can have.
What time of the night was this?
With pals.
I'm just trying to figure out how sweaty it was.
Oh, it was sweaty, brother.
Yeah. No antiperspirant.
Is it a sweaty game or is it more like a fun game?
I find that every time they start a new chapter or season, I don't know how they divide them.
Oh, it gets really tough.
It's sweaty at the top, and then sweaty is a term that they use for people who are just out there, who are just like way too good, who put in way too many hours, and you're like, why are you? Leave me alone.
Past like 11 p.m., the sweats are
Go
out.
become a serial killer, you know? Just log off. It's always very sweaty at the top, and then it dips down, and then it slowly builds back up toward the end of the chapter.
Yeah, because most people don't play to get the wins; they play to get their kills, essentially. Because they're like trying to be a streamer, you need to get like 36 kills. No one wants to watch somebody win a battle royale by sneaking around.
I just play to have fun with pals, you know.
Yeah, and you can get from some fun conversation.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the weather has been wild lately. It's hot. It's cold. It's raining. It's not. The temperature in my home just can't keep up with the rapid changes. But thank goodness for Miracle Made bed sheets, because they have what I need to keep the perfect temperature all night long. Inspired by NASA, Miracle Made uses silver-infused fabrics and makes temperature-regulating bedding so you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. The infused silver also prevents up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other bed sheets. No more of those gross odors. Miracle Sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands, and they feel as nice, if not nicer, than sheets used by some 5-star hotels. Go to trymiracle.com/watcher to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40% off. And if you use our promo WATCHER at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20% off. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/watcher and use the code WATCHER to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/watcher to treat yourself. Thank you, Miracle Made, for sponsoring this episode.
I've never talked about anything as passionately as I talk about Fortnite. It's so strange. It's so strange.
You know what it is too, though? Because you play Fortnite with Sarah. I play Valorant with Tammy.
Do you really?
And I think that's kind of what makes it so fun. And it's why I've been able to spend more time playing it.
Does she play on a separate PC?
We're both on different PCs.
Whoa!
So this is what actually happened.
Is your wedding going to be gamer themed?
No.
No.
I don't want that.
You guys have your headsets on.
But so what actually happened is I was playing StarCraft. I used to play StarCraft with Simu and my buddy Jason and Chris.
Yeah.
And then they all moved to Valorant. But Valorant, you can't play on a Mac.
Right.
And so I wasn't playing with them. And then Simu, generous guy, he was like, I want you to play with us.
Just send you a PC?
He sent me a laptop.
Oh, a laptop.
A laptop. And I was like, I don't have time to play right now. I'm so busy with Watcher. You guys. And then Tammy was like, oh, I'll play. So she jumped on first.
That's fun.
Hilarious. And she demonstrated like this like knack for the game that I had not ever seen, before. Like she's just so talented at the game, just naturally, without even like having played it before. Because I got in there, I was like, oh, how do you, I'm not an FPS person.
Yeah.
So from then I was watching her play. Then I got jealous, so I wanted to play with her. And then we got the same laptop, and then we started playing together. So yeah.
We're not a gaming household over here.
I can't imagine Mari playing.
Dude, does Mari play any video game?
No, she's kind of like, I barely play video games. I play maybe like once every couple months.
But that's good though, because you don't want, I've seen gaming be a problem for a relationship. If both parties aren't on the same page.
Yeah.
Then it's like Gone Girl.
Matt just pointed at himself.
I was thumbing you down.
Oh, it's like, I'm the problem. No. I thought you were like this kind of, so I was like, oh, maybe he's the problem.
We spend a lot of time watching TV and like movies.
Those are good.
So like, yeah, we don't have a lot of time to game. The only time I game is like after she goes to sleep, and then I'm really sleepy by then, and I don't even want to do it.
What if she was to play a game, what would it be?
We played Overcooked a little bit over the pandemic.
Okay.
But honestly, every time I play a video game, there's a part of my brain that's like, I feel like I'm forcing myself to do this.
Overcooked is really fun because it's like, hey, do you want to argue with your friends?
Yeah.
Do you want to get really mad at each other?
It's fun.
I always hated that game.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't like video games that much, but I love board games. And we do, Mari and I and our friends will often have board game nights. That's more fun to me. There's something about a video game, I just never been good at them. Like I'm okay enough to like play along, but I'm not good at them.
I think you do the same thing I do, which is we play because our friends are playing.
Exactly.
Like I only got into it because Simu and our other friends were all into this.
For example, I have Red Dead Redemption 2 on Xbox because I bought Red Dead Redemption off Shane's like insistence, and I was like, yeah, this game's fucking amazing. It took me a year to finish that. And then I bought Red Dead Redemption 2, and I still haven't unwrapped it from the packaging.
I was watching a lot of clips from that on YouTube this week for some reason.
And every now and then I'll be like in the shower, like, oh, maybe I should play Red Dead Redemption 2. And it just feels like homework to me for some reason. And I don't know why, but there's something about a board game where it's more just, it's not so much about the skill, it's more about the interaction. Like I used to play video games a lot with my cousins on like couch multiplayer.
Yeah.
Which for like people who are listening, that's like literally sitting on a couch with all your friends and playing in the same room. That was the best.
That was crazy because you'd have a split screen and you could see everybody else's screen.
But you're there to talk shit. You're not there to like actually like be the best, you know? Whereas like when you play online, it does kind of fit into this like idea that you have to be at least good enough. Otherwise you kind of drag the whole team down.
You just have to find the right people to play with though too. That's the hardest thing is like, some people take it too seriously.
I play it now every now and then just to hang out with my cousins because I don't see them that much. I see my friends in person now because we started during the pandemic. That's the only reason I started playing Call of Duty was so I could literally talk to my friends during the pandemic. And then once the pandemic ended, we all stopped playing. And now we just hang out and watch Laker games or Lakers. Yeah, Lakers. Oh, and also we got have you played Blood on the Clock Tower?
No.
Is it a video game?
No, it's a board game.
I've never heard of it.
Well, that's enough Valorant. That's enough video game talk for today. Sorry to everybody who doesn't care about video games.
I mean, we already talked about a dog for Everlast.
You know.
Yeah, but dogs are everybody loves dogs.
I feel like it's okay to talk about them right now because survival mode is currently airing.
That's fair.
That's true. Yeah.
And we have just a hell of a season finale coming up.
I don't want to keep hyping it up, but truly, that last episode of survival mode is
talked it up in every possible moment.
Dude, it's crazy.
Shane shared the story when you were gone. We talked about it in Watcher Weekly. We talked about it right now.
We're really hyping
you guys are like in Ghost Files talking about this one episode.
Dude, it's just I can't believe that we made something that could actually make me laugh because it's hard to laugh at yourself. It's like weird. But because we were so out of it,
and you're on screen and you're making jokes, you're like, "Shut the fuck up."
I mean, that's the normal response. Yeah, but like in this particular case, because we were in such a heightened state of fear,
it was visceral.
It was almost like I wasn't watching ourselves. It was like,
well, good news is Annie also told me it's extremely funny, and so I believe you because of that.
Yeah,
not because you've said it 30 times and it's 20 different platforms.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to mention it on FYA next.
Well, shall we move on to are we saving hallucinations till last?
We should.
Should we save pencils till last?
I love pencils.
Oh, well, lucky you.
I can't wait to talk about this.
I love turtles delivery.
Wait, what is the turtles delivery?
And it's like, I like turtles. You're like, I love pencils.
Okay, you're a great zombie. I like turtles.
That's very good.
My piano teacher comes over to my home and he teaches me piano. And he's always asking me for a pencil because he's got to write little notes and in my practice book, tell me what to work on, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I've been really lacking in providing him good pencils. Mm-hmm. They're not often sharpened. Sometimes the erasers have that. What's that thing when erasers get like they're like a hard shell?
Yeah,
where they don't like erase it. It leaves like a residue,
mark, like a snail mark.
What's that?
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Well, you might be having shitty pencils.
I guess they're just really old when that happens.
You rocking
right?
like a Ticonderoga?
They like calcify.
Is that what you got? Ticonderoga?
Well,
can we talk about Ticonderoga? Oh, I'm sorry.
Ticonderoga is a trusted brand.
It's trusted, but it's overrated.
Well, that's the thing. So yesterday I was doing some research and I ordered some new pencils. And I'd like to tell you about what brands I ordered. And I guess I'll do a follow-up to this once I get them all.
Can we do a pencil review on the pod?
Yeah, we can do a pencil review.
Shane uses pencils.
You guys can try them as well.
Let's get this piano guy on the pod. I want to hear him actually review your style.
No.
And like your ability.
No, I don't want to do that.
So I'm a big BIC guy. Bic? Is that how you say it?
Big Bic energy.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I was like, I'm not going to be the one that bring it to that level, but...
Also, chime off in the comments if you've got recommendations for pencils, but here's what I've gone with. I've gone with Forest Choice number 2 graphite pencils. That's a 12-pack.
Is it a mechanical? Are you a mechanical guy or are you?
No, these are all wooden.
Wooden with sharpener. So you have a sharpener at home.
I ordered a sharpener as well.
I used a mechanical pencil in high school once.
I've ordered Golden Bear Blue number 2. Those are supposed to be really good.
Isn't that crazy that you had to sharpen your pencil like before mechanical pencils?
I've ordered.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't like mechanical pencils.
Do they still have those sharpeners in classrooms?
Yeah.
You know what's...
That's wild.
I've ordered Uni Mitsubishi 9850 pencils, and I've ordered Tombow 2558 pencils.
Yeah, I love those models.
There's one. Here's what I'm really after, and maybe I'm ignorant on this topic. I've heard nothing but high praise for Palomino Blues.
Can we
sounds like fucking cigarettes?
Palomino Blues.
I only smoke Palomino Blues.
They're supposed to be so good, but I simply can't find them anywhere.
Sold out, huh?
Yeah. On a lot of these, I've ordered B grade graphite.
B grade as opposed to A grade.
Well, there's like HB. B is a little softer, so you get a darker, stroke. A dark stroke.
Yeah, a dark stroke with your big bic.
So anyway, I've ordered
this podcast PG.
I've ordered 4 different brands, and I will report back to you. But God, isn't there something so nice about a nice box? I mean that, but look at to put your big bics in. Look at this though. Isn't that a nice?
That's a nice box.
That is a great box.
That is really nice. These are the Mitsubishi ones. The box that they come in is just really stunning.
Yeah.
I love writing utensils. I ran all these past my friend Steve, who is he's an architect. Not that Steve, a different Steve. My friend Steve, who's an architect. Steve Alvord, you know him.
Yes.
Good
knowledge on watches.
He gave me this watch. He's a big pen guy.
Yeah.
And I said,
I could see that.
An architect.
I trust his opinions, though. He has a way
Wouldn't you need a pencil, though? Because if you're
that's what I said. I said, you're a pen guy. I assume you're also a pencil guy. He said, absolutely.
Oh, speaking of pens and
you mean
pencils,
both.
you know what I fucking hated growing up? Those pens that were erasable. Because they were never
They're never
actually
good.
erasable.
They're never
It was
good.
like kind of, it was like a ghost of a text on the page.
I have bought some of those that are, the tech has
Papermates.
progressed.
Oh, interesting.
The tech has progressed.
You know what's weird is I most like most kids, I did not enjoy going to school that much, but boy did I love getting new supplies for the season.
Oh man.
Like I would have my pencil box and it would be like my prized possession, and I would be very like just anal about my presentation and how all my little tools, my erasers.
Did you ever lose your pencil box?
No.
That's the worst feeling in the world.
Is it the worst?
That's the worst feeling in the world?
Did you have a story connected to that?
No, just
I guess a pencil box does have a lot of pens and pencils in there.
It's
The little erasers.
Your favorites, and then you lose that thing, and
you can put stickers on your pencil box too.
That's always nice.
Which is nice.
I want to get a pencil box.
Yeah, like
there's
the
a
ones
brand that I really like called Penco. Great pencil boxes, great notebooks, great pens.
Were you a white eraser guy or a pink eraser guy?
Pink.
I liked the white one. I thought the white ones had like a texture and consistency to them where you could kind of bounce them on the desk, and it was like
such a good Falcon smell.
It was a good smell. The pink ones, I didn't like the shavings that would come off of the pink ones.
Love the shavings.
Because those were like, it's basically just a bigger version of what was at the end of your standard number 2 pencil.
I would love a cocktail that smelled or tasted like hot eraser, When you're really erasing hard and that thing's getting real hot.
Let's back up there for a second, because that suggests that
you
tasted the hot shavings.
Well, it makes me hungry. I want to eat it, It almost smells like a good salty meat or something.
This is a little preview for an upcoming episode of Top 5 Beatdown.
Yeah, that's true.
It's objects you wish were food.
Oh.
You could all. I don't care about spoiling that because it's hard. It's a hard list to make.
It's a hard list.
Erasers may or may not make an appearance there.
No
mechanical pencils for you though, huh?
They're not my jam. I love the graphite is, I don't know. They're just not for me. You can get ones with like bigger lead or graphite.
Yeah,
it's
like
0.9 or 1.1.
A thicker gauge.
You know what was really satisfying though?
What?
When it was skinny, because sometimes it would break when you would have to take and reload the mechanical pencil, and you'd have to stick it through the tip. And you have to slide it in.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you go too hard, it would snap in half. But if you got it like a long one all the way in, very satisfying.
Do you remember that thing where you would like hold the end and be like, I'm giving you a shot?
Yeah, dude, I used to do that all the time. Yeah.
People be like, what?
Oh man, I'm
Yeah,
shooting up in class.
Yeah. That was fun.
Can I make an observation about you?
Oh, sure.
Because you not liking mechanical pencil scans with something I've noticed. I think sometimes you don't like when something is almost too efficient. It kind of takes out the novelty or the I don't know, not the novelty, but just like the earthly nature of it. Because I noticed that
that's a good
with pens. You like a pen that you have to refill with ink that has a very fine tip that requires a certain kind of skill to use it. A pencil, same thing. You have to sharpen it. It has to have a graphite. You're literally shaving it down to sharpen it. Whereas a mechanical pencil, it's just like kind of cheap. You're putting in like a reload.
I do like the woody nature of a pencil, and I do like a fountain pen.
Yeah,
I got Sarah a nice Kaweco fountain pen for Christmas, and she's fountain pilled now.
Is it the efficiency of something that's like just a normal ballpoint that bugs you, or is it?
No, I've got plenty of ballpoints that I love. I'm a pen sicko.
Well, I know you like ones that have a little bit more.
How about this one? Sometimes it's just
you have a pen in your pocket.
She loves pens. Did you not know he's obsessed with pens?
No, I didn't.
Sometimes
it's
just the color. I'll go. Do you want me to go get some more pens right now?
You should go get some pens. No, he has some really good pens, though. I don't like pens like he does, but I do enjoy watching Shane talk about
let me go get one of my favorite pens.
All
right. I'll be right back. Where is it in my pocket? No, it's not.
Is it next to one of your 18 Burt's Bees? Guy carries around a lot of Burt's Bees.
I didn't know he was a pen sicko.
He loves pens. He almost got me into it because I have this thing where I truly do enjoy watching people talk at length about something they're passionate about. There's just something about that I very much enjoy, which is, kind of congruent with what we're doing over here at Watcher. Most of our shows are about some sort of obsession that we all like and want to earnestly explore. So, yeah, it shouldn't surprise anybody that Shane likes pens in that sense or I guess it would surprise some people, but it shouldn't surprise people that he has things that he is obsessed about.
I was watching Watcher Weekly old episodes like from 2020 this past weekend.
Doing some reflecting.
And Shane said something I was like, oh yeah, this makes total sense now. He was like, yeah, it's been great. It's great to work with you, Steven, because you think of things that I would never in a million years think about. And I think it goes both ways because like the things that Shane is fascinated by, I just want to get the job done. I do not that I'm not a pen guy. I can appreciate a good pen, but I'm not going to be like a pen sicko. Like Shane.
In the box. We are seeing an unboxing here.
This is an unboxing.
In the Pod Watcher set.
Well, this is one of my favorite pens. Andrew Olnicki, also
a short, stubby guy.
Also a pen man.
I was about to say that this really scans with what Andrew talks about on our road trips.
Well, I was, when we were in...
Let's even hold it, the weight.
Have you held this pen before?
Yeah, I have. It's
interesting. Now, I already have gripes about it, but please tell me what you like about this. And
this is a brass Kaweco Sport.
Oh, shit. Did not expect that.
Yeah, right.
So it's short, but then when you open it up, it's a standard pen.
It's not a shower.
Now, how does this work?
Well, it works like...
Like, are you refilling this pen?
Yeah, I had lost this for a bit, and then we found it, and I put some I put some purple ink in it, because...
Oh, interesting.
I thought that was nice to go with the brass.
Can I try something, too? I'm going to try to spin it in my hand.
Okay.
I like a good pen that has like good
Just be careful. I don't know if ink's gonna fly out of that, but
I don't think it's gonna spin. Oh, it does. Okay.
Whoa! I've never seen a better spin pin in my whole life.
It's hard to spin this pen. I like a good pen that can spin.
He's spinning it. He's
the thing I like with
nonstop
is like, how pens will have that like little clip so you could like put it on like a notebook or like in your shirt pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I would stick my thumb in between that, and almost all of them would snap off eventually because eventually I would just do it too much.
Well, this one is actually this has a clip that is purchased separately.
Oh,
just put it on here. Anyway, when we were in
purchased separately,
when we were in New York with Ghost Files Live, and Andrew was there shooting food files with us. He was like, "Oh, I took Katie LeBlanc to the pen store."
I remember this.
And he was like, "She bought a brass Kaweco Sport," and I was like this one.
Can we hear some pen sounds into the mic there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, actually, so I had lost this. It was just in our apartment. It was under our coffee table, which had some storage there. You want me to write this?
Yeah, turn your mic to the paper.
Okay, here we
go. Yeah.
Okay, go. Are you ready?
Pretty good.
That is really good. That sounds like a satisfying scratch.
It's a satisfying scratch.
Are you into ASMR at all, Stephen?
No, it drives me insane.
I'm into unintentional ASMR.
I buy into that.
I don't like when people are making ASMR videos like role play and all that stuff, but like I could watch the unintentional ASMR montages forever, like people making drinks or writing on paper.
Yeah.
Doctor visits that are like for school.
To me, that isn't even ASMR, really. That's just satisfying sound.
Also, wait.
Well, that is ASMR.
Smell this pen. So brassy. So brassy. Did you get a sniff of that? Just take a sniff.
That smells like pennies.
And your hands just smell like pennies.
Yes. I was like, what does that smell like?
It smells like blood.
But so I had lost this in my apartment, found it over the weekend because we cleaned out our coffee table and it was sitting there. And
that's the best.
It gave me a little job to do because the ink had sort of coagulated a little bit in the nib. And you can buy a replacement nib, but I actually just ran it under hot water and cleaned it out and then got it going. So it was a fun little job.
Isn't that the best when you've given up on finding something that's lost and you just stumble upon it when you're doing something productive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
but also it sucks
house.
when you buy another one of those. And
well,
then
that's not great. No, yeah. That happened to me with my AirPods. I thought I lost them and I found them when I was cleaning the house.
This is my other fresh pen. This is unopened. You want to check it out real quick?
Yeah.
What do you got there?
This is from a company called Stology. It's a stationary standard and technology. This is an oil-based ink ballpoint pen.
Just
low viscosity.
When you open it, though, let me.
No, I'm opening it and it's making noise. Oh. I'm trying to remember where I came across this because I bought one of these somewhere. It's a clicker. That's nice. And I was just intrigued by the low viscosity of it all. This is a 0.7, a point.
What does that mean? What is that?
That refers to the, I assume that's millimeters. It refers to
the stroke size.
Oh,
0.7 is I think it's the goated millimeter size of a.
Yeah, I want to try something on that.
This is incredible.
Tip. Oh,
this is smooth.
Strangely sexual.
This is a smooth ride.
Wow. You know what I like about this? I think it feels like a pencil.
Yeah.
You're left-handed?
I'm a lefty, baby. You're a lefty, right?
Maybe we've covered that before.
It's been discussed at some point.
Is that not smooth?
It is. I mean, I'm the wrong person to test it on. I could appreciate other people's appreciation of it.
Do you like a smooth or a scratch?
I don't. It doesn't really matter to me. My biggest thing is the only thing I care about with pens is that my fingers don't get tired while writing with them. Like I like a grip, like a doctor grip, how it has like that big kind of.
That sounds like it might be more of a technique.
Yeah,
issue.
It's more about your hand muscles.
Yeah, I just like my thumbs being pressed against something squishy.
Okay.
Do you really grip it when you're?
I bet he is. I mean, look at this guy.
You got it in a chokehold.
I do really grip it. I have been told I brush my teeth very intensely as well.
You're not supposed to.
Which I'm not supposed to.
You're supposed to actually brush quite lightly.
Yeah, I've started flossing too. It sucks.
Hey!
It really is painful.
That's really good.
And I've also
Who
started.
convinced you? Was it me? Tell me it was me.
No, it was kind of more like going to the new year. I was like, I'm going to start flossing and I'm going to actually start taking care of my face and actually do some sort of skincare routine.
That's good.
So I went down and got some CeraVe from the drugstore.
CeraVe.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you see the picture of Michael Cera with 2 big bags of CeraVe over the weekend?
That's really good.
That's funny.
He was signing them in a store. I don't know if he's like an official spokesman or something, or if he's doing like a brand deal or something with them, but someone was like, they spotted him in a store signing boxes of CeraVe.
Interesting. That's actually pretty funny. That would be funny as hell if they made him their official sponsor. Do you guys do any kind of skincare?
Yeah.
No, I should.
Yeah, that's exactly where my mind was. I was like, I should get
I get into it sometimes and then I stop doing it the next day because I forget or I'm lazy. Actually, I mostly just am too busy with work to even think about my personal life. That is the main problem.
No, but the one thing that I found with flossing and doing, because I've only done it for a couple of days now, so I'm gonna say that.
Well,
but I will say it's nice because it kind of relaxes me before bed. It's like almost like I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna
wind
ritual,
dick around on my phone and do stupid shit, I might as well do something productive, and then I could do that. And by the time I get all the stuff done, which takes about 30 minutes to do everything, then I'm tired.
What are you doing for 30 minutes?
You wash your face, you brush your teeth, floss. Not 30 minutes. It feels like 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It's probably more like 10.
Yeah, I like to when I do that, I put in, because I don't always listen to
AirPods.
Yeah, I put in AirPods and like listen to a little podcast or
I was thinking that last night.
Yeah.
I should start doing that.
When I went on my run yesterday, I for the first time in my life, I listened to a book on like an audiobook.
I could only do that for the first mile or two when I'm not wanting to die. And then as soon as I start to feel myself kind of like starting to slip, I need to put on music. But for that first like mile, it's actually pretty nice to listen to like a podcast or an audiobook.
I do it the whole time.
Man.
I've never been able to do that in the past, but I think it was I think it's the fact that I started reading the book not in audiobook form. And then I was like, I'm going on a run. Maybe I'll just like keep it going for,
What book?
East of Eden.
Interesting. You've never read that?
No.
Huh.
I started it 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I've read Grapes of Wrath and Of Mice and Men, but that's I haven't read that one.
I have a hard time going back and forth, because when you finish your run and you want to go back to reading it.
It was interesting because I did get home and then I picked the book back up and I did kind of like skim over what I'd heard. And it is interesting. It is different. It's more satisfying to see the words. I don't know why.
I agree. I agree with that. I feel like I actually am digesting them a little bit more.
That was my concern, and I didn't have a hard time with that. But
Are you reading primarily fiction or nonfiction? Because I find that I read primarily nonfiction, but I want to start getting back into fiction.
I read primarily fiction, but not. It's like fiction that might as well be not. I don't read like a lot of like fantasy or outlandish stuff.
Gotcha,
it's usually fiction.
Gotcha.
Based on a true story.
Yeah. And every now and then it'll be something a little more like, I guess the nonfiction I read is like biology, natural, what have you.
You know why I want to read fiction? It's
Why?
because I aspire to the idea or the accomplishment of one day reading a book that's fiction and then having
You can do that.
Well, no,
I believe
just reading a book. Just reading a book. But I'm talking about like the rare sensation, for me at least, of reading a book that's fiction and then having it one day being turned into a movie.
Oh,
just because I've never had that happen before. Every book that I've read that's been a movie, I read it after I saw
Harry
the movie.
Potter? You didn't read Harry Potter first?
No, because by the time Harry Potter, I started to read them, the movies were already coming out. I saw the first
you were
one.
late.
I saw the first couple, and then I started reading the books, and I was always a little behind. But there's never been a book that I read that was just on its own, and then eventually it got turned into a movie.
Lord of the Rings? Not that either, huh?
No. Have you guys read?
Yeah, both of those were.
I'm trying to think
previous.
in the past.
It's interesting, right?
I feel like a lot of stuff that gets turned into movies is not stuff that I feel like I'm usually trying to like catch up on older books. I did read Killers of the Flower Moon before the movie came out.
But you knew that at that point it was already being optioned to be a movie.
That's the thing though. If you are aware of a book that sounds interesting and you read like, oh, this has been optioned, then that's the time to read it.
I
Just
feel like
knock
that
it out.
might not. I'm talking about even before that, like reading
so you're
a book.
not imagining it in your head.
Reading a book and going, they should turn this into a movie, and then one day it gets turned into a movie, and then you get that dopamine hit of like, oh my god, that's actually going to be a movie now. Like I
remember in college at some point when the early rumors was like Spielberg's going to do Ready Player One because he had the rights for a while, I think, and maybe it was after college, and I started reading that, and I was like, this fucking sucks, man.
Is the book bad? Or
I think
people don't like the movie, but like
I think the book maybe works for some people. I don't know that it's outright bad. It's not my bag, baby.
Interesting.
I read a book a while ago over the pandemic called 50 Tears for Rain. I wish they turned that into a movie.
Whoa.
It's really good.
That sounds good.
It's kind of it was a dark book though.
You're a dark guy.
I am a dark guy.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
He's fucked up.
Mari reads a bunch, probably like a book every 2 weeks.
That's wild.
Yeah, she loves reading. So and our library, like there are just books everywhere around the house.
I want that life.
I'm just going to start reading some of the books she's read. She's reading this one book right now that it's not, some people think it's going to get turned into a movie. It's not official yet. I forgot what it's called. It's like the 7 Lives of, I forgot what it was called. It's about this lady who.
The 9 Lives of Chloe King.
Maybe that's what it is.
Probably it.
Is that the book about it's a fictional book about an actress who's kind of like a Lucille Ball type. And then the book follows a reporter.
The 7 Lives of Leo Bellamy?
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Bellamy? Is that like a combo of bologna and salami?
No.
That sounds good though.
Bologna and salami?
Yeah, bologna and salami. Kind of like twins in a way.
Is that what gabagool is?
I don't know.
Gabagola?
I don't know what gabagool is.
That's what Tony Soprano loves to eat.
Anyways, should we get to my last thing here?
Yeah, hallucinations.
It's not going to be a long one because we've
got a fun new segment at the end of this too.
Yeah, I was scrolling through TikTok the other day.
He's scrolling. Watch out.
And I have the algorithm that kind of gives you those like creepy things every now and then that comes up, like on Reddit or something like that.
Hey, dark guy.
Anyways, I read there was this one post that was about, if you stare in the mirror in dim lighting long enough, there's an actual effect, like a psychological effect that happens where your face will start to become deformed, like in a pretty gross, awful way.
Did you try this?
I haven't tried it yet, and I was just curious if you'd heard about it, because the reason why I thought about it is because earlier we were talking about the dots, staring at a dot.
We were talking about the dots.
And I feel like that would be something crazy to try. I don't know if it's in this podcast or in like a video of some sort. But that makes sense why people, because when you hear a lot of ghost stories, which I have to read a bunch of them, a lot of them talk about, I was staring in the mirror and I saw something.
Or in the dark. Yeah, the same thing happened. Like the low light, I think, is essential because like your vision, your brain tries to recognize patterns. So
yes.
when it's faced with like darkness, a lot of times
like filling in gaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget the name of the actual phenomenon, but it is something that legitimately happens.
So is that the hallucination? Is the deformation of your own face?
No, but sometimes people will actually like hallucinate other things in the mirror happening.
Wow.
Like, which is like, I want to try this, but it is similar to what you're talking about where humans just see patterns in things.
Isn't this just a case against ghosts?
I mean, it could be.
That you're making right now?
But I'm never like into the like business of just like making sure everything is a ghost. Like if there's something else that could be at play here, I'm interested in that.
I'm seeing the Troxler effect.
I think that's what it's.
Or also referred to as the strange face illusion.
Yeah, and it also like apparently you start to see other like you could see like monsters and shit like that too.
Monsters?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Well, I mean, I guess what's interesting about it is you'd have to do it for longer than 10 minutes though. So you're staring at it for a while.
Why is he called the Troxler? Is that some guy's last name?
I'm sure it is. Here, let me show you.
Okay.
Yeah, are there accounts from people being like, I saw the devil. He tried to kiss me.
You create
so if you like it like this, if you stare at this long enough.
Oh, this is cool.
Okay, wait.
If you stare at the
you have an issue on your phone.
Oh, if you stare.
So Ryan's showing us an image of I don't know if people have seen this, but you stare at the cross and it's surrounded by a bunch of pink circles and
they're moving. If you stare at the cross long enough.
Eventually they start to disappear, right?
Oh God, yeah, dude, this stuff freaks my brain out. Though I can't look at it.
Have you seen this, Steven?
Yeah, stare at the cross.
It just started happening to me, and I
stare directly at the cross.
Giving a little bit of a warning that we are putting this on screen in the YouTube version in just a few seconds. So if you're sensitive to flashing images, please look away.
I honestly can't look at this.
We
too
will
long.
put this up on screen. But do you see that the circles are starting to just fade away?
Why does that happen? Is it because your brain is filling in the gaps?
Shane?
That's so weird.
I want to look at it.
I love. I love on our audio podcast. Let's do some magic eyes.
Let's talk about Fortnite gameplay. Let's talk about your new pencil.
If you have been looking away, just wanted to let you know there are no longer blinking images on screen.
I'm just looking for another one because that one isn't as cool as I'd hoped.
Wait, did you look at it for a while?
No, it's real.
Did you see the pink circles start to disappear?
I did, yeah.
I think that's pretty neat, if you ask me. Ryan's been staring at his phone for 7.5 minutes, trying to find a superior optical.
Only on Podwatcher will you find your hosts.
Ah, fuck it, never mind. It's not worth it.
You're just staring at a spiral. Brian's trying to hypnotize himself with a dangling stopwatch.
Right, hold
What
on.
are you doing? You can't just show us a spiral.
Stare at the sun edge.
I am staring at it. Dude, it's making my head tingle. I can't. I can't. Oh, what the?
I was.
Is that a pop-up scary?
It was a pop-up scare.
You just rickrolled me with a clown.
I was trying to find one of the Troxler Effect videos that turns into a jump scare, but every single one of them was titled jump scare, and I was like, well, fuck, this is not going to work, because I thought it'd be so funny to get Steven to look at this thing really closely, because I know he doesn't like them already.
There's nothing
So you thought it was a good idea to show Steven a video that the audience cannot see, and then have him react in fear.
This is a good time to bring up my least favorite moment at BuzzFeed, which is Ryan's favorite moment at BzFeed, when
You
he,
scared him
for
in the
some
stomach.
reason, found it
God,
appropriate to pop out of a corner and scare me for absolutely no reason, no occasion, nothing at all, just because it would make his brain tingle or something.
Dude.
Oh, Lord! Can we play that? Let's play it.
Dude, the video is so funny. It's on my Instagram.
Oh, Lord!
He goes, oh, Lord! And then he chases me around the parking lot going, delete that video! Delete that video!
Oh, Lord! Delete that video!
You never did that to me, and I thank you for that.
No, I would, well, you were hard to scare. I would do the thing I would do to you all the time was I would just film you from far away until you noticed.
That's a rich, you would do that quite a bit on traveling. Yeah.
I mean, he didn't do it to you, but he did also bring you into a show where the whole purpose of it is to scare you.
Well, the most famous
well.
attempt to try and scare Shane was actually on Watcher. It was during the ill-fated spooky small talk.
Did I destroy that show?
Well, do you remember there people who've
Single-handedly.
seen this episode, and if they haven't, there's a show called Spooky Small Talk where I would interview people as they walked through a haunted house, and one of the setups that I forgot who was the other person. Oh, it was my friend Say My Name. He was a DJ, and I had them sitting down in front of this like mausoleum kind of looking thing, and the door was like it was like a false wall, and the wall would open and a monster would pop out while I was interviewing them. Scared the shit out of Say My Name, and Shane mid-sentence didn't even stop his sentence from my recollection, didn't blink, didn't move, and it was so deflating for me, but even more so for the monster. Like the guy inside the suit looked so just like he didn't know what to do, because the thing is, when you pop out and scare somebody, they scream, they run around, and you kind of like,
that's your exit.
You exit, and you kind of like, you savor the moment, and you kind of slump away. When you pop out and nothing happens, and you're on camera, it's very just humiliating.
Him just sort of like looking around and tucking himself back.
Yeah. He's just kind of there for a little bit, and I felt so bad.
Were you on that shoot, Matt?
I was. It was. I would do the sound for it. It was the stinkiest shoot I've ever done in my life. So go ahead and I think you have some dry erase boards there.
Yeah, we
Pass
do.
those out.
Oh boy,
I love a game. I love a game.
I love a game too.
So this is a game. Okay, it's time for the game now as we move into another year and take one step closer to the future. We look back on all we've done and look forward to all that we have left to do. Yeah, that's something to think about, isn't it? And while that's a wonderful and exciting list that has many tasks yet to be written, at the bottom of the list is the unenviable and inevitable task of passing away.
What's happening here?
Of course, as we inherit this world from past generations, so too will next generations do so from us. So let us know now. Check in on this next generation in a segment we're calling "What the Kids Doing?"
What the fuck? All right.
How this works is we'll be provided with a news story about the future of this weird and wonderful world with a keyword missing, and it will be up to us to fill in that blank.
Okay.
On your board, you'll write the answer, then you'll explain it, and then I'll tell you the real news story.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
This makes sense.
Yeah.
This week, a North Carolina middle school made headlines by removing what after faculty noticed they regularly appeared in students' TikTok videos.
North Carolina Middle School?
One North Carolina middle school removed what?
What would they remove?
I don't know.
They didn't ban something. They removed something.
I got my answer. Locking it in.
I got my answer too.
I have no idea what this could be.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's see those answers.
I'm going mascot.
Ooh, that's good.
That's not
a
the
good
answer
guess.
then. If you're gonna react that way, that's not the answer.
I'll react that way to everybody.
I said tater tots.
Ooh, that's good.
All I can think is like maybe a food and something with the lunch or food options they're presenting.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see what sicko mind over there wrote.
Or teachers.
Whoa!
What?
That would be twisted, man.
That's sick. The Alamance Burlington school system announced that Southern Alamance Middle School would be removing the restroom mirrors to cut down on mid-class trips to make TikToks. It was noted that the students were going during class and staying for long periods of time.
That's weird. That's weird to get rid of mirrors, but I guess
Interesting.
I do like when you go to a restaurant or something and they don't have mirrors in the bathroom. You ever
No,
seen that around?
I've seen it in high schools though.
It happens
high
a lot
schools
in theme
LA.
parks actually too. Theme parks
too, yeah.
it's odd because like sometimes you actually need a mirror. Like if you have like something in your teeth and you're on a date, you want to get that out
At
of your
Disneyland.
Yeah.
not Disneyland, but more so like a restaurant. That's
Yeah.
Disneyland, I could actually understand. They do have them in Disneyland, but I could understand why they wouldn't because it gets people to linger around.
Keep them moving.
So what are these TikToks? What are they? They're just like filming
They're
themselves
using
in the
they're
mirror.
using the mirror to film. The
Oh, they're
TikToks.
like talking
filming
in the
themselves
mirror. I see.
And they would be leaving. Sometimes students up to 9 times a day would be going to the bathroom during class to take TikTok.
Well, I imagine if you're allowed to have your phone at school, isn't that crazy that people have cell phones in like middle
we had
school?
cell phones. Well,
No, in middle school? That would rot my brain.
Apparently, the removal worked. The school system's public relations officer had noted that there are not as many visits to the bathroom and that students are, quote, not staying as long.
Interesting.
They'll find
Well,
a
that's
different
good.
way, though.
Are they like
Well-
are they monitoring that? Like just like putting someone?
Well,
with
I think
them?
it's just they're noting how long students are leaving class to go.
I see. They don't
and
have
then
somebody
later
camped
they're
out.
seeing the TikTok.
anecdotal. Teachers are probably like, it's better now.
yeah.
You know?
But who knows?
Well, let's move on to the next question. Nobody got any points there.
Okay.
Question 2. This week, the Los Angeles Times reported that experts have been crediting Gen Z with the bounce back of these locations.
What the?
These locations.
I just heard about this new app from a Gen Z person. It sounded like I'm
Okay.
an old person. It's like an influencer Yelp app. They're like, you should check it out.
Oh,
It's got
that's
Belly.
who I trust.
Belly.
Sounds like a hell.
People who are paid to promote places.
No. It was just like a random 20-year-old.
Is it like Rate My Professor, but for influencers?
No. It's just a new Yelp. And they're like, check out Belly. It's like when the kids check out what's that one that you guys are doing now, where you like it processes the photo after an hour. Laps.
Mm.
You guys don't know about
Yeah.
Laps?
I use Laps. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a Laps.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, you take a photo on your digital
On your
device, and then
phone,
later
but you
see it
can't
now.
see
Yeah,
it.
and, but
later.
it also looks like an old film photo, which is nice.
That's cute.
All right.
We have answers?
Yeah, I do have answers.
Sure. This is so bad.
I have a
I'll go bowling alleys.
interesting.
Ooh, good answer.
I can say roller rinks.
I almost wrote that.
Oh,
Damn, I wrote libraries,
Okay.
Wow.
but I also almost put parks.
Gen Z people from 16 to 26 prefer in-person shopping as much as online shopping and are bringing back the mall.
God bless them. I love to hear that.
According to a 2023 report by the International Council of Shopping Centers, about 97% of surveys respondents said that they shop at brick and mortar stores. 95% said that they shop online for the convenience. According to the same survey, 60% of Gen Z respondents said that they would rather spend their money on experiences than material items. Retailers note that malls offer food, beverage, shopping, gyms,
They've got
and
everything
movie
you
theaters.
need.
What more could you need?
I feel like malls have always been fun for like teens though. Cause like
Yeah.
It's true.
I think the drop off in malls largely comes from adults who probably used to go there more and now like I love malls, but a lot of times I'm just like, I'll buy it online.
I think honestly, I don't know if it's Gen Z. I think it's COVID that was like, okay, let's not.
They're
open the
crediting
mall.
they're crediting Gen Z with bringing them back after a huge dip in the
Ah,
pandemic. Yeah.
After
A lot
like
of them closed
years
down.
of dips.
Yeah.
Even pre-COVID,
pandemic being one of the strongest.
Yeah, but even pre-COVID, they were on the decline.
I will be giving a point to Ryan because there's also a rise in Gen Z and millennials using libraries more than past generations.
They're trying to learn how to read.
Jesus Christ.
They're illiterate.
No, more so they actually do enjoy reading.
Another survey showed that 54% of millennials and Gen Z surveyed said that they've been to the library in the last year.
That's
at least
interesting.
once.
And what about roller rinks?
No data, inconclusive.
The thing about the malls thing is you couldn't really go to a lot of places when you were in high school.
That was the place to go.
Malls were the place to hang out. You can't go to a bar yet.
You go to McDonald's.
Yeah, you go to like
Walmart.
a fast food restaurant. You go to a mall's a good place to hang out. It's like where everyone's
even before I had a driver's license, my parents or like one of my friends' parents would be like, "Hey, you guys, you want to be dropped off at the mall for 2 hours?"
Yeah.
Sure.
A lot of times there's a mall walking distance from the school. Yeah. So if you don't have a car yet, you just walk to the mall.
I didn't have that, but that sounds nice.
I did that all the time after basketball practice. You would often see people at our mall like in sports paraphernalia because they came from practice.
We also obviously Schaumburg, Illinois is home to Woodfield Mall, which is the best mall in the country.
It's a pretty good mall.
Rated by who?
A lot of people showing up for Woodfield in the comments. I will say.
No, it's actually a pretty good mall.
It's an incredible mall.
So Ryan gets
Kenwood
1
Town
point.
Center. Let's go.
Ryan gets 1 point.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. This next question. This is question 3 of 5. An independent analysis has shown that compared to Gen X and millennials at the same age, Gen Zs, 19 to 25, are exhibiting higher rates of ownership of what?
Oh, fuck.
Not houses.
19 to 25.
Gen Zs aged 19 to 25 are exhibiting higher rates of ownership of what compared to Gen X and millennials at the same age?
The same age. I don't know what's going on with Gen X. And look, you can't paint everybody with one brush here, you know. There's them trying to divide us by generation. That's all part of it. They're trying to divide us. You know, we probably have more in common than we know. But what do they own more of?
My answer is very wrong.
You know when you got yours in. You got yours locked in, Steve?
I got something locked in. I have the wrong answer locked in. How about that?
All right, sure.
Let's see it.
I wrote cars, but just to be funny, it wasn't that funny, so I wrote socks, which was an actual answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
I also wrote cars.
Good answer. Good answer.
Oh,
but I almost put dogs.
I wrote cameras, like actual point-and-shoot cameras, not like iPhone cameras.
Oh, that's
but then
sweet.
Very small, because it was my second answer. I wrote cars.
Wait, why did we write cars?
Well, I knew this isn't my real answer, but this is the one I'm locking in.
Cars.
Cameras.
Cars is incorrect. The answer is homes. The answer is houses.
I literally said that's not
possible?
happening.
How is that possible?
The rate for 24-year-old Gen Zers is 27.8% of homeowners, compared with 24.5% for millennials when they were the same age, and 23.5% of Gen Xers when they were 24.
That is a thing to remember. The economy is in the toilet right now.
Yeah.
But it was also in the toilet
in
when millennials
2008.
were sort of in that era.
The report suggests that this might be because many Gen Z homeowners bought during the pandemic when mortgage rates hit a record low. When many millennials were in their early 20s, many were struggling to find work due to the Great Recession, which made it harder to afford a home. And when Gen Xers were in their early 20s, they were grappling with some of the highest mortgage rates in history.
That's fair. I gotta say, my friend did it right. He bought a house for $20,000. It was the value of the house was $20,000 in Ohio when he bought it. It's now worth over $100,000. But some houses are worth that little. We're also in LA, so it's crazy.
I think probably the rise of the internet, even more so, there's so many more jobs available that could possibly net you more income in Gen Z that would possibly give you more,
Hey,
TikTok.
shout out. Good job.
You do a TikTok.
But also just like online business in general.
Sure.
E-commerce. Okay, let's move on. Nobody gets any points. 2 more questions. Many young Americans are participating in a new TikTok trend in which they are proudly declaring that they can't afford something, a meal, an experience, or a purchase, because it's not something they budgeted for. What are they calling this trend?
The trend where they can't afford anything.
The trend is a shame-free way to tell your friends that you can't afford something because it's not an expense you planned for. I want you to come up with the name of this trend, and the closest person gets the point.
Because there's no way one of us could just feel this in our plums.
Unless maybe you've heard it.
No.
Definitely not.
No.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I wrote down some bullshit.
Again, all you got to do is get closest. It could make the tiebreaker worth 4 points. Like Family Feud, where the first two rounds don't
doesn't matter. Yeah.
at all.
You've been.
Oh yeah, Family Feud. We can talk about that next time.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
I love Family Feud. That was a fun show to shoot.
I want so badly to go on Family Feud.
It's fun when you win Family Feud.
Sure.
We dominated
We
Family
gotta get
Feud.
Watcher on.
We crushed
Yeah,
it.
you got to get Watcher on there. Let's see your answer.
All right, mine's broke, not broken. That's mine.
Oh, that's like a
very
nice
good.
hashtag. That could be like
That's actually pretty good.
like a book you write or something.
Yeah. That's me. It's my life.
Thank you for numbering them, Steven.
Yeah.
I'm calling it broke barking.
Wow.
That's
like that.
That's got
Okay.
some flavor.
Pretty
to
good.
it.
Yeah.
I think that mine's bad. I couldn't think of it. You know how there was like tired and then wired? I thought maybe woke and then broke.
Yeah.
I think that mine's bad.
I don't think you'll be getting the point.
No, I don't think I will either.
The answer is coined by TikTok user Lucas Battle. The term loud budgeting is, like we said, the open and honest vocalization that you can't afford something that you did not.
I think
budget
that's a
for.
great trend, honestly.
It is.
because so much of the internet is just people.
Highlight reel?
Well, yes, it's a highlight reel thing where you see a highlight reel, like when you log on, you just see a vacation from
Yeah.
someone you know,
Yeah.
quickly followed by a vacation from someone else you know. And it might be their only vacation that they're taking that year. But when you see a bunch in succession, you're like, everybody's going on vacation all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's start doing the opposite. Normalize, I'm at home with my cat this week.
Battle says that quiet luxury is out and loud budgeting is in. Yahoo News notes that while the term is new, financial advisor and author Susie Orman has been preaching this for years.
Really lovely stuff, Gen Z. Really big fan of that.
So I'm going to give the point to Shane.
Hey.
Yeah.
It was very good, Stephen.
Would you write again, Shane?
Broke barking.
Broke barking.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
I think that's better, honestly.
Hey,
Woof,
who's
woof.
to say? All right. This will be the last question, unless, of course, we have a tiebreaker. Earlier this month, Adobe released a report that suggested that more and more young people are using TikTok as a what? With 64% of Gen Zers surveyed saying that they've used the app for this very thing.
I mean, I think it's obvious, right?
I mean, I don't know. I think it feels like it's obvious, but then I think I'm probably wrong. I think I'm wrong all the time, though.
I'm being led to the water for slaughter right now.
That slaughter water,
We
baby.
all locked in?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's-
wow. Okay. I think I read the question wrong. I'm looking at your answer like, wow, okay, I'm way up. As an editing tool, it's Adobe,
What the fuck?
Using
right?
TikTok as what? They're using
Yeah.
TikTok as. Okay.
As an editor. You know what I mean?
You know, that's a good. It's wrong. It's wrong.
Everybody be editing on their TikTok.
Spoiler alert, it's wrong.
All
I
right.
said travel guide.
Oh, okay.
I just wrote info source.
Boom.
News.
That's it.
That's concerning.
Over 2 in
They got
5
a lot of-
Americans are using TikTok as a search engine, with nearly 1
You
in
know
10
what, though?
Gen Zers more likely to use TikTok than Google.
Yeah, I just thought that was too obvious.
I don't even know if that's just Gen Z though, because God, the elderly are also using TikTok now as like news, and it's
That's scary.
It's not good stuff.
According to the survey, when searching for information, users prefer TikTok over DuckDuckGo, Twitter, Yahoo, Facebook, and Pinterest.
What about
Pinterest for news?
What about YouTube?
Info.
Is YouTube still
no, YouTube
king?
way up there, yeah.
Yeah. I'm still a YouTube person.
Google's still safe, but Ryan has 2 points. That's a win.
That's a win
Hooray!
for Ryan.
yeah.
For my news, I go to the most trusted source, The Today Show. On
Ryan,
NBC.
has earned the title of honorary young person, which
Amazing.
I am allowed to give,
Thank
being
you.
older than you.
You know what? I'm the youngest person in this room.
You
baby.
truly are.
I hope that was fun.
It was
That was
really
fun.
fun.
I hope
Actually,
it was
It's nice to know
illuminating
what
in
they're
a
up
way.
to. We got to keep an eye on them.
that loud budgeting thing is really cool.
I like that. That's the best thing that's come out of this. Yeah, out of their whole generation. Thank you, Matt.
Thanks for putting that
was a
together.
lot
That
of
was
fun.
very fun.
Excited to see what other kind of twisted games you come up with for us. Does that do it for this week?
I think that does it.
I think it does.
Good app.
What a winding journey it's been, but we've learned a lot and had a lot of fun. We'll see you next week, everybody.
We promise we will not promote survival modes last
I can't promise.
episode.
Oh, it's going to be
ever
so
again.
funny. It's going to be so funny. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.